my plans for distribution, I don't really have, I mean, there's Millennium. I know Mark Cuban, who is, I guess, an independent distributor, you know, kind of has a little, you know, avenue for people as myself. Tanya York. There are a few people out there that kind of, you know, that want to play ball with the independent filmmakers, but there isn't an independent stream, you know, per se for the independent filmmaker. Because see, here's the problem. Most of the time people make movies because they want to make money, you know? And so if they can make a movie and they can get a negative pickup on it, you know, then, you know, they're happy and everything's the way it's supposed to be. So in that sense, yes, Hollywood has put a block on the independent filmmaker. But, you know, you know, in your endeavor, you know, I see, you know, in your future, you know, a vast number of independent filmmakers coming to you for, you know, distribution or using your stream as a outlet, you know, for people to see their films. Some of us have reasons to make movies. I want to make movies, and of course I want to make money making movies. You know, it would be great to make one of these, like, you know, little $1 million, $2 million movies and have it, you know, do something like 150 million at the box office, you know, and then, you know, I probably wouldn't be sitting here talking to you right now. It'd be hard to catch me, brother. You know what I'm saying, to be honest. But you might catch me at some point, you know, and the dribble that come out of my mouth from all the exaltation I would have in my heart from making all that money and being able to do whatever I wanted to do might not be what you want, you know. But now, you know, me being, you know, in the situation that I'm in, being an independent filmmaker such as yourself, you know, I think, man, that, you know, this thing that you're getting ready to do is, beyond a shadow of a doubt, a groundbreaking thing, you know. And I know that, you know, when I finish making my movies, I will definitely be getting in touch with you. No, I'm serious. I'm not playing now, because, you know, I've you know, teamed up with a few people to make Calista House. So, you know, I would have to talk them into doing it the way you want to do it, the way, you know, it should be done. If we were just trying to make movies to, say, put our creative ideas out there for people to see. You know what I'm saying? If that was, you know, the end all, if it wasn't about, you know, okay, I spent $40,000 making this, now I want to make $400,000. Now, you know, the internet is going to revolutionize all of this. And obviously that's a stream that, you know, you're putting to good use. And, you know, you doing what you're doing, that's, you know, that's going to top it off also. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you know, these distribution houses, they're going to have to compete after a while. You know, what's going to happen is it's going to be like the record industry. We're going to have people like the E40s and the you know, Dr. Dre's and Master P's, you know, who were selling things out of their trunks, you know, and on the underground circuit, you know, coming up, you know, 250,000 records sold, 300,000 records sold, you know. Well, that's a lot of money to a studio, you know, because they can charge, you know, top dollar for that album, whereas Dre and them can charge $5 to $10 for the album. You know what I'm saying? So what happens is the studio goes, well, you did that many sales? Okay, well, you know what? I need to give you, and you need to distribute out of my company. You know what I mean? Same thing's gonna happen to you. As soon as you start garnishing, you know, top dollar for, you know, whatever you distribute, you know one of these big companies are gonna come try and buy you out. It's just the way, you know, they're gonna make you an offer you can't refuse, which is probably, you know, one of them $100 million, $200, $300 million, you know, let us have that company for, you know, half $500 million. You know, and who are you to say no to a $500 million? You know what I mean? Like, you know, all of a sudden there's more money than you've ever seen or even expected to ever see in your lifetime. More money than you can ever spend before you die. You know, it makes chumps out of the best of us. The future seems like this to me. Instead of Netflix, it's gonna be, you know, Topaz Cinema. So, you know what I mean? And you're going to have a portfolio of movies that people can just choose from. And people can just subscribe for $7 a month. And they can just go on that website, you know, and choose from any independent film that you have listed on the website. With new releases every day, every you know, anybody that wants to throw an independent film up on that website, all they got to do is throw it up there. You know what I mean? And a subscription, you know, people will subscribe to your website. Again, all I'm saying is, if that happens, as soon as you do that, you know, like Netflix, somebody gonna come offer you some money that you ain't gonna be able to say no to. You know, I'm just saying, man. Like, you know, if we stay on the outside and keep looking in, and stop getting involved and getting taken by the hype or getting taken by the stuff that it creates within us, you know, to have all that money, to be in that limelight, you know what I'm saying? And just sit on the outside and keep looking in, man. History is there for us to see, you know, and it's repeated itself over, you know, 1,000,000 times over. If we look back at any company that's done anything in any kind of media, as soon as it gains any kind of foothold, you know, into having something solid, then, you know, the studios come in and buy it up. I mean, take LaFace Records, for instance. Here we have an entity that should have been the next Motown, you know, and now where is it? It's gone. Why? Because RCA came in and bought it up, or BMI came in and bought it up. They bought it, they split it, they gave LaFace a president's job over at RCA, and they gave L.A. Reid a job at, you know, his own record company, and then they gave Babyface his own record company, New America, you know, which lasted for a while. Maybe it's still there, but you don't hear from it anymore. And then L.A. Reid is doing American Idol, and LaFace Records is no more, you know. But that was our, per se, black outlet for, you know, music. You know, Whitney Houston, Clyde, I think, no, I guess she was still with RCA at the time, or Clive Davis or whatever, when Babyface gave her deal. But, you know, Usher, you know, all the TLC, you know, all these, you know, multi-platinum artists were at LaFace Records. You know, and they were doing it. They were doing the thing, man. They were doing it, bro. They were doing it. They were it. You know, and now, you know, they're gone. And that's, you know, Master P, for instance, started a little record company, you know, selling stuff out of his trunk, doing it independent. All of a sudden, he got $80 million from somebody, and he got fat and happy and started buying Rolls Royces, and now he's gone. You know, the only one left is, independently, I think, is Dr. Dre, if I'm not mistaken, because E40 and what's the other dude that was not Too Short? He wasn't doing it independent as a distributor, but, you know, I'm just saying, history has repeated itself in that sense. Anyone that's garnished any kind of recognition or any kind of distribution in any media and any stronghold, that's developed any kind of stronghold in any kind of media, you know, in our history, has been bought up by the majors, and now they've disappeared because the majors are still here and all the independents are gone.
At $1 per view, be sure to join our $1 per view mailing list to keep up with our ever-expanding versatile catalog.